My name is Davis Wardwell. I'm 18
My name
years
is
old.
Lisa
My name is
Hannon.
Noah Blunt. I'm the student pastor here
Trio
at Westside.
Quinn. I'm actually Charlie's cousin.
David Thomas, here with Charlie.
Austin Gregory. Thank you for having
My
me.
name is Donovan
My name is
Jones.
Micah Aver. I'm a student at Lounge High
All
School.
right. Well, Mr. Charlie, you're going to lead us out here tonight on your Young Minds podcast.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so glad to have my next guest on with me today. Introduce yourself and let's keep on rolling.
Hi, my name is Patrick Reese. I'm a 10th grader at Berrien High School. I marched with the Tifton Blue Devils last year. I'm marching with the Berrien Rebel Regiment right now. I'm in my concert band season. I'm really happy and excited to be here to share my story about how I've come to know Jesus Christ and the fall I am today. Now, for my testimony, wow, I'm going to go way into some crazy stuff here.
Do it.
With the people I live with now aren't my actual biological parents. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there.
Okay.
I was born into the world by a woman named Nicole. As you can see, I don't like her that much, so that's why I prefer not to call her mom. She didn't really treat me or my brother well, didn't really fed us, didn't really change us. What I was heard by them is I was mostly locked up in the room all day with a Disney movie played on repeat. It was tragic.
Yeah.
My Mimi, Cora Decker, came in with my aunt, Debbie Smith, and got me out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been with them ever since. I wasn't really a good kid growing up. I used to lie. I stole from the library once, which was bad.
Yeah.
But then met up with a group of a family friend, as you say, and they invited me and my brother to this church camp in Chula, Georgia. And I just want to say I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for all the friends I met down the road. My friends, my bestie Whisper, my friends Wild, Epic. I can name a lot, like Matt and Max and Jonathan.
Yeah.
I can name a lot. They really helped me grow through my path. And I remember specifically learning and memorizing John 3:16 through 18. For God so loved the world that he gave us his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. That ever since I memorized that in that one church camp, it has stuck with me throughout my entire path of reintroducing myself and just learning to be a better version of myself. I asked for redemption there, but knowing young me, I probably didn't really mean it until I started actually realizing probably 2, maybe 3 years down the road that oh no, this ain't right. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I then started going to Liberty Baptist Church in halfway through Tai and Tifton. Really great folks. I love that church a lot. Not to forget about the other church I went to, Eastside Baptist. Those were the 2 churches I was going to back and back. Went to one Wednesday, went to the other one Sunday. Really loved the 2 communities, the 2 families in those church. And I would not be lying if I said I didn't. I would be lying if I said I didn't miss them a lot.
Yeah.
And I hope they're doing well. I didn't put a motion into my faith until Liberty Baptist Church invited me to go to the Move conference at Wild Adventures.
And that just happened, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that just happened. Shame I didn't get to go this year because, well, I don't go to that church anymore.
Yeah.
I miss those days. I was really moved by everything, the music, the preaching, and it's right then I raised my hand, asked to be saved, and also joined a Zoom group on what can I use my talents to better myself, and which my talents now are animation and music writing. I do write.
That's cool.
I do write sheet music with my friends Max and Jonathan, as I told you already, which is really fun to do. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Oh, yeah.
I got baptized at Liberty Baptist Church a few months after the Move conference, I believe.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've admitted all my lies to my parents.
Yeah, good.
Been trying to read the Bible more. I need to start doing that a lot more. I'm gonna be so honest.
Good.
I need to really get more into that.
Yeah.
I've been a student leader with the Ray City First Baptist Youth Group. Mikey has me sit down with my own small group of the boys out of the youth group and just talk, ask them questions.
Good.
So honestly, I say that is where I am now. That's the story. I'm probably leaving out a few stuff, but for right now, that's like my story. That's how I came to know Jesus, and that's what caused me to be where I am now. Oh, and I can't leave out my wonderful girlfriend, Mallory. She's also a huge Christian like me, and we just make sure we're both on the right path. Because you know what they say, you can't have a great girlfriend if that girlfriend doesn't love Jesus more than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. And that is like pivotal, to like a relationship period, right? Like, I mean, and I'm just, I don't have the right, like, an exact number, but, from what I've heard, a lot of relationships, they fall apart, right? And that's because they didn't have Jesus at the center of them, right?
You know what they say, leave room for Jesus.
That's right. What was it? 6 feet for Jesus, all right?
Yeah.
When they were saying that during COVID, the 6 feet for Jesus thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an amazing testimony, man, and also to hear from where you came from, right?
Yeah.
That's huge, and that God's led you to where you are now. Because from that background, you could have went so many different directions, but praise God, you had the right people come into your life to help guide you, and that is that is so important to have those right people, to come in your life.
I'm now trying to. I'm now asking God currently to help me get rid of those memories of my past, because they always still haunt me to this day, and sometimes they keep me up at night. Right. I can't.
Well, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But also, trust me, I understand wanting to get rid of them. But maybe look at it in this perspective. If you didn't have those memories, would you be as thankful for the things that you are now? Like, would you be as thankful for like where you're at now? Right? If you didn't know that you came from that.
You have a point.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
you have a great point.
If, because you came from that darkness, right? Mm-hmm. And God got you out of it. You wouldn't be as thankful for where you're at now with your girlfriend in this church, right? If you didn't have those thoughts, or if you didn't have those memories. Sure, they're not great memories. We all have memories that we'd rather say, God, help me forget those, right?
Yeah.
But those are the things that are going to make you go, man, I'm so thankful for where I am now, So, I would just look at it in that perspective, because it's a good testimony for people to be encouraged by it, which I already am, just sitting here talking to you.
Yeah, it was a lot after I've learned about my past. And I've recently not really recently, I would say like 2 summers ago, got to meet my dad. After everything happened after I was born, my mom, Nicole.
Yeah.
She kicked my dad out of the house. I guess he wasn't really doing great either. And he said the last moment he saw us was for like 30 seconds in a stroller before she turned around and said bye. Mm-hmm. What really makes me grateful to have a father like him is because he's actually the only one out of the two. He's the only parent that me and Eli got. Well, not really the only one we got. I gotta stop rephrasing my words better, because
you're fine. You're good.
That's the people I live with now, who I'm really grateful for. He's the only biological parent that's out here trying to rekindle and refurnish the relationship that he lost with me and my brother. And we're so grateful for him.
That's good. And you're trying to rebuild that bridge.
Yeah.
And if I can encourage you with, and I'm glad you are, and it sounds like you already are, but let him do that, because I know sometimes you might think back to, again, those memories, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, man, I don't know if I want to, right? But he's trying his best to rekindle that. So just remember that, give him some grace on that. And I'm sure he is giving you grace too.
Fun fact, I'm actually named after him. I'm
Hey.
Patrick Allen Reese the third. He's the second.
There you go.
Yeah, it's funny.
But but I think that it's so cool to hear testimonies like that and like yours. And you've talked about it a little bit already, but how did you land on First Baptist Ray City out of all that? Because you've been to a few churches, like you've said.
Yeah.
But how did you settle on this one for a while?
I've settled on this one when we moved here because, as you know, government these days, really difficult to get gas to drive places. And inflation brought everything up. The church was right next to us, and my parents was like, hey, since we can't go to the churches anymore, why don't you guys just go try Ray City First Baptist? They have a youth group going on like tonight, and it seems like a great youth group. I went the first night that I was able to. My brother didn't go because I don't remember why. He just didn't go. I was immediately met with smiles, happy faces, welcomes. I introduced myself, told them that we just moved into the community of Ray City. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be so honest. It's like I've gotten so used to Tifton because it's such a medium city. I won't say big city, but it is a medium city because you got the business central and then you got the downtown area.
Right.
Being in a small town like this, it's mm-hmm. But I'm taking time to get used, and honestly, I've gotten used so much that it feels like I've lived here all my life.
Yeah. And praise God for them making you feel welcome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And of course, this is not the question I had written, but I figured you could answer it. How's it been having Mikey as a leader? Because you're not, let's be real. I mean, sure, you said you're in 10th grade, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he graduated a few years ago. He's in college now. So he's young like you, right?
Yeah.
And he remembers what it was like to be in youth group. So what's that like to have him as a leader?
It's great having Mikey as a leader. He's fun. He's outgoing.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really great person to be around. I immediately felt welcomed when I joined this church. Just listening to him welcome me, it was just a whole new level of experience having somebody that graduated just a few years ago, having them as a youth group director. Mm-hmm. So it's really ongoing and inspiring. Yeah. And praise be to God that he's now the assistant pastor at Ray City. Praise be to God.
Yeah, man, for sure. So, Mikey, when I was asking him, I said, so, who is this guy? I need to get some questions. Who is this guy? I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So one of the things he told me was that you are in the new youth band and you have a role in it. So what is that role and how has it impacted you?
I am the drum kit player of the band.
I thought you look like the drummer.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm probably everyone can just come around me and be like, oh yeah, he's definitely a drummer. He looks like a drummer.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're the drummer, but how's that impacted you being the drummer?
Me asking just to be a drum kit drummer was actually what started the youth band because I've heard they had an electrical drum kit sort of way. So I was like, hey, why don't I be a drum kit player for the big church services, church services on Sunday. But then we'll do one better. We'll start a youth band. I'm like, okay, that sounds fun.
That's cool.
Me just being drum kit, got a keyboardist in, and then we got Kevin joining on bass guitar.
Nice.
And then a few weeks ago, I asked my friend Perrin to be the alto saxophonist for the band.
Nice.
So we got one rolling. It's fun every Wednesday night just coming in, practicing, and praising God with songs that we don't have to sing on CD. Don't get me wrong, the CD songs that we sing are fun, but it's fun to play on live.
Right. And I mean, did you say a saxophone?
My friend Perrin plays saxophone, yes.
Dude, that's awesome. Because honestly, you see that in at least at my church we have an orchestra and a choir. You see that in that orchestra, but not in a youth band. That's very unique. A saxophone to pull that into a youth band is very cool.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And he's learning.
Yeah.
He has crazy ADHD, so he tends to get to practice his music. But
yeah.
you know, he's getting there. He's getting there.
Well, you know, and I think that's so cool how God used you to start a new part of the youth ministry.
Yeah.
And to start the youth band. So
it's really, really fun too. I do not regret this at all.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody, I think, needs their area to serve in, you know, and God's clearly given that to you to serve in and to lead, from what it sounds like.
I'm just glad I can carry my love for band somewhere else, because like I've started band in 6th grade and continued it ever since.
Nice.
I've just grown to love it really much, and once you start loving band, you just can't pull yourself away from it.
Right. Yeah.
And it just became like an everyday thing for me. Like one day we were like in a McDonald's sitting there waiting for my food, and I just start absent-mindedly just drumming on the table. Mm-hmm. And I do that a lot, and then my parents just have to like, stop that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. But one thing too, I was curious about, how have you been growing with your walk with Jesus recently?
I'm gonna have to say it's continuing to get stronger by the day.
Yeah.
Underneath Mikey's help and just everyone else around me, it's been coming stronger every day. Me getting to be student leader, me also getting to like have talks with Mikey some days when it's just me and him talking. He reminds me like how's my walks going, and I'm like,
he's good at that.
Yeah, I just need to stop reading the Bible a lot more, and maybe that's how I can start like strengthening my walk even more, because that's my one weakness. I just don't read the Bible like I should.
Maybe, you know, just to encourage you, maybe you know, you've already got a group together with the band, right? Mm-hmm. So why don't maybe, even if it was short, why don't you do like when you meet, like before you meet, why don't you do like a short Bible study before, so you all get into the Word yourself and you get to encourage, and you can do it as a group. Because I mean, a lot of times, and I've told this to people, one thing that helps, because sometimes when I read, I'm like, what in the world did I just read? Right?
Yeah.
But then I hear somebody's perspective on it. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you need those multiple, or that one person's perspective and then once you start learning those things, then you really want to start like, man, I want to start reading more. I want to
I feel that. Yeah.
And so, you know, I just want to maybe encourage you with that, if it works out in your time when you're practicing, to maybe do a short Bible study, and so you're all getting into the Word and you're doing it together, you know, because you clearly love those people, and I don't see why you wouldn't want to get into the Word with them. So
it's like I get that feeling because like I watch a lot of theories on like the stuff I like. Mm-hmm. Like I watch theories on the video games I like, theories on like the movies I like, and this gives yourself like a deeper feeling of like what that movie or game was supposed to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, in that context, you know, that's why it's so fun to
dive
into the Bible like that, you know, and to figure, you know, because I mean, again, those aren't theories; they're real stories. But but I mean, that's what's so intriguing about it, is like, you know, we know it happened and we know it was real, but it seems like, you know, because I mean, we know they're not fables; they're real things that happened. Yeah. But I mean, they are like some of the stuff, like, you know, you hear like, Jonah got ate by, you know, a whale, right?
A whale, you know?
But, you know, it's like, wow, that actually happened.
And then, like, David and Goliath, one of my favorite Bible stories. How David, a young boy at the time, I believe.
Yeah, teenager.
Mm-hmm. And then we got Goliath, like this, like 8-foot giant. And he was able to just take him down with one rock. Yeah. Exactly.
And I mean, but, you know, but we have to remember there's underlining meanings in that God teaches us through, like, you know, with having, you know, David and Jonah and the whale. But yeah, man, you know, I would just encourage you with that. You know, if you're struggling to dive into your Word, you know, maybe because you already have that group there, so there's step one. You maybe mention to them, hey, would you like to dive into the Word maybe, or, you know, before we start playing, you know, maybe you just have to get there a little earlier, but, you know, that's worth it to get in the Word, right? So, you know, I would just encourage you with that. But what are some ways that you hope that you can serve God in the future?
Some of the ways I hope I can serve God later in the future?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So you know how I told you I really like writing music?
Yeah.
I hope once I start getting like really better at it, maybe I can write some of my own hymns, gospel musics maybe, to really get out there and glorify God as He should.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Tell you right now, I would listen to a track that, by you. I would. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really, really neat. And I mean, the what's so cool is, because in my church we have a lady. She writes her own music sometimes and gets to, to sing it every so often.
Yeah.
And there's something so cool to see. Seeing seeing the talent that God's given somebody, on stage or wherever they're singing it at, whatever. But just you see their walk through their songs. You know what I'm saying? Because they tend to use their experiences. Well, that's any song really, but use their walk and use their experiences that God's given them in their songs, and it is so cool. And I know that you're going to do great.
Well, I just need to get on the level as my friend Max, because we write marching band music for projects every year. We're currently working on one. It's space themed, and I just need to get on the level as him, because he has listened to so many songs. I'm so many different genres, even the ones you don't listen to on a daily basis. Classical, he has listened to it all and has gained perfect pitch from it.
That's cool.
So I just need to get
on. Y'all just need to team up together.
That's what we do a lot. Team up.
But one of the things and I don't mean in death, but if somebody's just thinking of you, if they're thinking of Patrick, right? What do you want people to remember when they think of you? If they're just like, man, what are they, when they're just thinking of Patrick, what do you want them to remember? Like your legacy. My legacy,
honestly, I just want people to be encouraged by my testimony. That even in your darkest moments, that there will always be light. And also, if I do go down the gospel music way, I want some of my songs to be remembered and sung around the world.
Yeah, that's a really good goal.
Yeah,
I love that. And but before we close and you pray and everything, I wanted to ask you, what are your life verses and why are they important to you?
One of my life verses?
Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, the one that's really stuck to me is the simple John 3:16 through 18.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have a lot more, but I just can't remember them off
the
top of my head.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
But hey, John 3:16 through 18 is always a good one. It's always.
It's the more famous one out there. Yeah. That almost everyone would know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, but man, that's all the questions I have. But do you think you can pray us out and I'll close?
Yeah, of course. I'll be more than welcome to.
All right.
God, we come to today, Lord. I just give thanks to Charlie Banks for allowing me to come out here, share my testimony, and answer a few questions, Lord. Lord, for anybody listening, tuning in, let their day be blessed, Lord. Let them have a good day, Lord. And Lord, thank you for the many prayers you answer on the daily, and thank you for sending your Son Jesus to die on the cross for us, Lord. In your wonderful, precious name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, it was such a joy.
And
I'm so glad I got to do this.
Mikey will be listening. So, Mikey, thank you so much for the opportunity to come out here and interview some more of your fine people in your congregation. Because, this isn't the first time we've done this. And it will not be the last. I know that for sure. But, dude, thank you so much for coming on. And
I had a lot of fun.
And who knows? I'm going to have to do it again sometime.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. With another episode of the Young Minds Podcast coming to a close, I just want to remind you that you are never alone and faith is action. So let's get out there.